Hey, kid. Bob Saget?
Oh, don't be silly. It's me, your dad.
You're not my dad. Have I ever told you about the time I met your mother? Hello? You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm still hearing Bob Saget. Out of all the ways I could keep myself preoccupied and relaxed after a long day of work in my adult life, the only form of entertainment I have been consuming lately ends with your mother. It's How I Met Your Mother. Ever since I made a promise to myself that I was going to start posting more videos, I've been trying to think of my next video idea, and it's not because I don't have any. No. No. It's because I have too much. Yeah. I don't even know if I like any of these anymore. But turns out in the search for my next video, it was staring at me right in the face. Or I was staring at it right in the face because, I was looking at the TV. And also, it's a TV, so it doesn't have a face. How I Met Your Mother, the behemoth of a sitcom that ran from 2005 to 2014, takes place in New York, where a group of friends, Ted, Marshall, Lily, Robin, Barney, navigate their love lives, careers, and their late 20s. Is this not Friends? No, it is not Friends. The two, although often compared to each other a lot, are actually quite a bit different. Spoilers ahead, naturally. I first watched Behemoth in 2019. It's got to be my favorite show of all time, I think. And I say I think because I'm never sure about anything in this life. But for a show that I've seen before and know everything about, why am I sitting here watching each episode day after day as if I'm seeing them for the first time? Why do I tear up when Marshall loses his dad, fully knowing that that man was going to be lost? Why am I so entranced by his story that I can recite like the back of my head? I don't like that saying. I don't even know what the back of my head looks like. Why am I laughing at jokes I laughed at 5 years ago? You could say I'm sensitive. And maybe that's the case. I quite literally cry at a lot of things. I cried at Inside Out too. I cried at Everything Everywhere All at Once. But those were valid, okay? With the amount of time the show aired, and I would say, for the most part, good writing, we were bound to care about these characters as if they were people we knew ourselves, like a family member or something. The connection between viewer and character is based on the character's choices, decisions, those are synonyms, ideas, values, characteristics, flaws, and we see ourselves through them or wanting to slap them for not acting right. Because let me tell you, these characters were flawed. Not you, Marshall, baby. You sweet 6'4" child, you. And in a situational comedy where there's usually no direct opposing force or antagonist, we simply root for the main cast of characters because we want the good guys to win, right? Even if they're not technically good. Because no matter how annoying they can get, just like family, we still want what's best for them. And we're stuck with them for the rest of our lives. Because if the characters are distressed, then we're distressed, and that creates a dissonance in us that we just want to be resolved. Unless you've chosen to hold pure hatred for a specific main character and just want what's worse for them, but we'll continue on with no biases. Comedy is drama, is a term I heard 2 times in my college career, but I distinctly remember one of those times being from my screenwriting professor. Shout out Warren Lewis. I doubt he would ever remember me if he were to see my face again. But what the heck did he mean by this? Isn't comedy and drama like two polar opposites as we've been kind of taught? Well, not exactly. And this is where I feel like him hits the spot, hits the phrase right on the dot. Drama, an exciting, emotional, and unexpected series of events or set of circumstances. You may know drama to be a genre in itself. You wouldn't say, I feel like watching a funny movie, and then put on Citizen Kane. But drama can also be viewed as this all-encompassing term used to describe diving into the concept of the human experience. Comedy is drama because it has a beating heart. And with a good awareness of that while making a good comedy, naturally topics related to life come up. Love, depression, grief, family issues, trauma. Even the silliest movies like Sausage Party have some serious religious themes to it. And no, I did not watch Sausage Party.
Just half of it.
All in all, some of the best comedy is simply just from being relatable, as we might have said it 10 years ago. Season 7, episode 10 of How I Met Your Mother, Tick, 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 is one of the series' greatest episodes and a prime example of why the show is such a monolith in the sitcom realm. The episode explores the whole comedy is drama thing with a divided A and B storyline, concluding to the same theme of time. In story A, we have Robin and Barney who just cheated on their significant others and have to deal with the confusing aftermath of their actions. They don't know when or whether to tell their current partners, Nora and Kevin, that they cheated in order to get back with one another. In my last video, I may have mentioned I have a dislike for cheating. Number one hater for anyone who cheats. If you have cheated on someone, I hate you. I hate you so much. So yeah, not a big fan. But there's an interesting phenomenon that happens with the show, at least in me. Because How I Met Your Mother is so goal-oriented as opposed to a regular sitcom that just makes episodes just to make them. The characters had massive changes throughout the show, and some changes for the better. Yes, Robin and Barney both cross a moral line, but in retrospect, Barney sticks out like a sore thumb because his character does a whole 180. Why did I say it like that? His character does a whole 180. Going from rich, playboy, sex maniac, women disrespecting Barney to rich, caring, passionate, child-wanting Barney makes us want to root for him when he's so sure of Robin and kind of wanting to pursue that life because he's moving towards being a better character. And because Robin is in the cast of main characters and he had a relationship with her prior, it's kind of easy to root for this couple because it's not like they're gonna kill Robin, right? They don't kill Robin. Did you watch it? Did you watch the show? Why are you watching this video if you didn't watch the show? Just kidding. I do that with shows I don't want to watch. Just watch video essays of them. I'd rather hear someone else talk about it than me watching it personally. Let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way. Just kidding. Also subscribe. I feel like if I put subscribe at the end of my video, it doesn't do enough subliminal messaging. So I'm telling you directly right now, subscribe. It helps. It helps. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. And I feed off of external validation. Anyway, it all works so well, in fact, that when he does end his relationship with Nora and he comes to find out that Robin did not do the same for him, we are left with this depressing moment.
For Barney, the second that would never end was this one.
Goosebumps. This green screen ass scene gagged me when I first saw it. It still does. In story B, to get back to the good old days of, eating some sandwiches and overall being chill guys, Ted and Marshall get mad zooted at Groovapalooza, where Lily tasks them to get her some nachos. Remember when I mentioned good comedy being relatable? Dog, tell me why their whole screen time this episode was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. If you've never been let's just say inebriated, then their whole adventure might be a little distant from your perspective, but for them to be walking around in the arena and then thinking they spent the whole concert just looking for nachos and feeling so confused. Damn, been there. I once door dashed when I was, and the whole journey from my bedroom down the stairs and to my front door, back up the stairs and back to my bedroom, felt like a goddamn Mission Impossible movie. Like, I swear to God, the whole soundtrack was playing in my head at the time too. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
but I did. Worth it.
Both stories pine at this idea of wanting to bring back the past, but in reality, we have to deal with the cards that we're dealt with because unfortunately, sometimes life just isn't the way we want it to be. And they did that by making some haha funny jokes and gut-wrenching decisions. A juxtaposition, if you will. Now that's a sitcom. Yes, comedy in television is a form of entertainment, an escape from reality, a way to disconnect your brain in an attempt to not think about your current situation. Who the hell wants to think about their work life after an 8-hour shift? Or just life in general. But comedy can also humorously teach you some very important life lessons if you're porous enough to soak it all in. Entertainment is a reflection of how you view the world and whatever you want to take from it. And if that's too much thinking and you don't want to think when you watch TV, well, there's always Family Guy.